Alright, how's it going? So, we are Frugal Survival. This is our first video. Done a couple other videos that I'll add later. This is our first video for posting. I'm going to wait until I get out to my my property. I haven't been up here in 2 weeks because I had some things to do in the valley. So, this one is a little bit about myself and about my goals and why I started this channel, which is many, many reasons why. Oh, there's a rabbit. That's a big one. That was a big one. Striker didn't even see him. Alright, so that was unexpected. So, yeah, we have wildlife out here. I got deer, elk, bear, black wolf, coyotes, bobcats, mountain lions, and random cattle. Alright, so I have always been somewhat frugal. I think it starts from my family. My grandmother, from my mother's side, when she used containers like butter and such, she would clean it all out and reuse it. And that was something that my mom ended up doing, and now I do, and it's good. Like coffee containers, the big pounders or whatever, those big ones, the Folgers or whatever brand you get. And I use that to put tools in, and bolts and nuts and screws and all that kind of stuff. And so always been kind of like frugal minded. But once I got out of the military, because I was in the military for a couple of years, not long, didn't go overseas, didn't fight in any war. I got injured several times through trainings that we did, which, you know, it happens, but shouldn't have happened as many times as it did me. I try to push through, but anyways, so another thing you should probably know is I go on random tangents. Like when I talked about military, I wanted to talk about Striker. He's a red-nosed American pit bull. He's very vocal. Striker, come say hi. Striker, come say hi. Say hi. Striker, say hi. All right. And that's Bravo. So Striker was named after the tank I drove in the military. And Bravo, his full name is 11 Bravo, like my MOS. So I go off on the random tangents, but I basically get to the point. So, with my family being frugal, I became frugal. And after I got out of the military, I learned a lot about survival, you know, and you know, defending myself and people and such. And the mix of the combination is, I think, extremely necessary for today's time. And it's, what's the date today? I don't even have the watch on. I left it inside because it can check temperature, so I left it inside to check temperature. But so I got out of the military, and I started learning a lot of stuff that's going on around the world that isn't really being talked about much. So this is our this creates a waterfall down on where are we? Oh, right here. Okay, down that way. Creates a waterfall down through there. We have 40 acres, so it's a decent size. But so after getting the military, I learned some stuff, but I was still kind of like, what? That can't be real. And then I started learning just kind of out of curiosity and such, like for like Bermuda triangles and aliens and pyramid stuff and all that kind of interesting things that they call conspiracy theories. And conspiracy theories are starting to become true today. I got pretty serious in 2012, and I started saving up money because I wanted to get either off-grid property or move somewhere else out of state. I mean, we're in Arizona, northern Arizona, so so I started somewhat planning, but the planning I did was a combination of also outdoors living, camping, and such. So a lot of stuff that I got was very useful for camping. and hunting, which I later got into with a buddy of mine. And hold on, oh, there's Striker. Striker's coming. A lot of little hideouts over here. It's pretty cool. I got a pretty good property. I'm happy with it. I mean, there's better properties, obviously, but I like this one. So I started learning all that stuff and getting ready. And as I was getting ready, you know, I started getting other tips from other people, other YouTubers and Pinterest and Instagram and all those kind of social media stuff, where people were more into what they call prepping and survival stuff and stuff like that. And so as I started watching these videos, I started learning more things, obviously, because they would say their reasoning for what is tracks in here. What is? Oh, this is my my bike, my electric bike brought through. Yeah, it's got rough things. I forgot I came through here that way. Nice. And so I started applying a lot of these things in my life as well, and kind of getting ready more for what's to come. Oh, the boys see something. What is it? What is it? They saw something. I didn't see them. There's that tree. What is it? What's that? What's that? Ups. Ups. All dogs have a natural instinct to want to chase after something. I have them trained a little bit more, but never have been able to apply it with an actual like animal out here. So I don't know how they'd react. So all I have on me is a pocket knife right now. So I'll look at that mountain out there. We got some good views here on our property, but like you see the telephone lines up there, and then also right here. So my property goes right about out there at the bottom of there, and over to that one over there, and then it's a square all around. Actually more of a rectangle, but two sides are like a quarter mile long. So started getting ready for things, and then the election in 2016, the stuff that was starting to be pushed and fought against started to open me up. And once the 2016 president was elected, I knew it was going to get pretty serious because of many things of that, which I'm not going to go into the politics of that. But yeah, and then at the end of that presidency, I started getting ready even more, and that's when I got this property. So I do a lot of things that are not like anyone else. So for instance, 2007, I started a dealership and transporting business with another guy who he initially started it. It was really small. He only had like 8 cars, and I got in with him and started sharing my my thoughts or tips, I guess you would say, on what I think would help. And he ended up wanting me to come on board as partner, and I pretty much do everything and he does everything. You know, if one can't do it, the other one does it, kind of thing. And I made some good money. And then at that, I bought a whole bunch of stuff to have liquid assets. I wish I would have got property then, but I wasn't really thinking too much on that at that point. I didn't start thinking for property until about 2012. And this dealership thing was 2007, 2009. And I was like, you know what? I'm getting a lot of liquid assets, but I'm also getting a lot of loans, and I have really good credit. So I had several vehicles. I had a couple Mercedes, I had an Escalade, Hummer, motorcycles, and all that kind of stuff. I was more into, I was trying to impress certain people in my life, my father, because he was the type that you have to reach out to him. He wouldn't really reach out to you for anything, and he wouldn't call back. But anyways, that's on a different subject. I might get into that because that does play part in survival. Survival has, I believe, and everything I see on this channel it's just my beliefs. It's not a fact. It's not the truth. It's my belief. And I change things as I learn more. Like, I used to think pit bulls were bad dogs. And then I got one and just started training him. Started teaching him like kids were taught in the 80s. Good boy, Bravo. And so that changed my mind on it. So my mind is not set like a lot of people's are. When your mind is set to something, I believe that leads you deeper down the wrong path. So I try to find the best path as possible in my life, because I am the only one that I can rely on. I'm somewhat like a lone wolf. Speaking of, I hope this moving around isn't too much. It probably is. So if it is, just listen to it, I guess. Because the scenery and all that's the same. Until I get up here, I'm going to show off some of my stuff a little bit. And explain how this is connected with being frugal and survival and such. Prepper mentality. Which I guess I would be considered a prepper to some people, but it gets a bad name for right now. Not as much as it used to. And I really believe it's going to be less of a bad name. So anyone that doesn't want to be considered a prepper, just say you're getting ready. It's like some people carry 2 spare tires. Not because they plan on getting 2 flat tires, but just in case they do get 2 flat tires. Because if they get 2, they have a spare, they still can't go anywhere. So some people carry 2. Not many, but some do. So I got this property last year, well, 2 years ago now, because it's 2020, and have been bringing stuff up slowly. Stuff I've been getting for free, because I don't know if you looked at wood prices, but it's expensive. A lot of stuff I'm doing now I wouldn't have done 4 years ago. My tracks again. But all the stuff over here I'm about to show you, I get for free. Now, there's a difference between being cheap and frugal to some people. I don't care. I don't argue. Glass half empty, half full. Again, this is my way, and it's working for me as a lone wolf. Oh, lone wolf survival. Someone probably already has it though. But I wanted to go on frugal because a lot of people are commenting in other prepper and survival channels that they cannot afford it. So I will be explaining how I afford this on just having a minimum wage job. 40-hour week, I get minimum wage. I'm going to explain how I have all the stuff that I do. Got an RV, toy hauler, a van, a 4Runner, and then in town I have a car, two more electric bikes, and I will explain. Sawyer! Oh, you got owies? Alright, stay. Stays. It's okay, stays. You gotta watch that cactus, huh, Bubs? Yeah, we have cactus out here. Stays, stays, stays. Stays. Let me see your owies. You got happy tails. Oh, that's such a good boy. Alright, is that good? There we go. Good? Alright. So I actually wrote some notes down too, so I can make sure I talk about everything, because I have another YouTube channel and it's not gonna be it's not as organized as I want this one to be. Like, I'm gonna have links and all that for things I get, and videos on showing how. So I look online and I see other people commenting on other channels and how they're struggling and they can't afford it and such. So I've been doing this way for years. I've had this job since 2012, before 2012, and I'll explain why I have the job that I have and what it is and all that, because that is also part of all of this stuff. Get it, get it, get it. All right, Bex. Good boys. Just a rabbit. They're not going to catch it, but I like them feeling active. So, back to what I was saying, back when I had the transporting dealership stuff going on, I started listening to Dave Ramsey. My family did the whole thing. They paid into it. I didn't pay into it. I just watched YouTube videos, listen to Freak podcasts. And I got out $22,000 debt in 11.5 months. And me and my uncle are right now the only ones that are financially set. The rest of my family, they barely have a place to live. They don't have anything saved up, and I'll explain more on my family stuff too. That plays a part again, and being frugal and survival and why I do that. So this video is just why I'm starting the channel. Like I mentioned before, this isn't going into deep depth, and it's just to say certain things that will help the people understand where I'm coming from and hopefully keep the trolls at bay, as I call them these days. So I am the only one that I can rely on, so I have to watch how I manage money. So that's why I'm getting all this free stuff. Like, that's oil, vegetable oil. So many uses for that. I'll explain that too. So this is all pallet wood that I'm getting for free. This is the old place I used to get it from. The wood is not as straight, but this would be good for stuff that doesn't need to be good quality. So I'll have that for scrap stuff. And then this is more for better building, because wood is a lot nicer on this. So, all right. So another thing I mentioned in my notes is, after my last relationship, my ex took everything. Hey, Striker, don't pee on that. No, come on. Come on. Come on, let's go for walks. Come on. You don't pee on the wood. That's for building, Bubbas. What are you doing? Why would you pee on that? Are you sorry? Are you sorry? Okay. All right, come on. So yeah, she took everything, and this was back in 2010, 2011. At this point, I was kind of wanting to get a family set up and get ready for in case hard times did come, but not as extreme as I am now. The place I got now in the valley was not nice when I got it, and I'll explain more on that. I'll have a lot of stuff on that thing, because that plays a huge part in my frugal part of my living, and survival somewhat, but mostly the frugal part of it. But I stopped dating after that, because every relationship I had, I put so much into it, and after it was done, I did not have much. And every girl I dated, they were pretty much set, especially the last one. taking all my stuff, even my dog, because she found out that I found out she was cheating on me for 2 months, and I didn't say anything. And I'll explain more on that too later in a later video. So these are my priorities right here. These two. I've had him for 9 years, and him for 7 years. Best dogs I've ever had. It's amazing. I've had some good dogs, but these ones are the best. And Striker is the babies. Who's the babies? Tell them. Who's the baby? Yeah, he's the baby because first dog I ever had by myself. No one else. No family, no friends. You okay? Okay. So, and the job choice that I have, it's got a lot of benefits to it with the scheduling, the type of work it is. It's working in a behavioral field. And I will explain more on another video on that, on how that helps out. So, yeah, and I'll tell about in this video or my future videos on how the things I get and do benefit and complement my life and my goals, and not be a tight ass about things. So, but I know if I I need to buy something that I know that in a few months I will be okay. Sorry, I'm trying to read this and walk and talk at the same time. So yeah, so this is my property. A lot of things are just dropped off. I've been making a lot of drop-offs where I just come here, drop all the stuff off. So I have 6 gas vehicles out here. Well, they all take gas. I mean, that's toy hauler, you know, that's just being good, but it has a gas generator. But I also have another RV out there. I just got that one for doing a job for someone, and I'll explain on that too. That was a blessing. And it's got a lot of work to be done, a lot, but I'm getting the whole thing out. So, and then my 4Runner, it has parts that need to be replaced on the roads out here. They're pretty rough. And I gotta replace the upper and lower ball joints and other couple components, the brake lines and such. And I have all the stuff. I just have to remove the lower ball joints, which I'm gonna be doing today. Possibly today, I don't know, because I might go visit a neighbor. So yeah, and I might do other videos on how other people save money and such, and I want to refer other people's YouTube channels as well, which I think YouTubers should do. If they have other people that do the same kind of stuff, you know, refer it, which, you know, could take away from my my viewers and subscribers, but I'm doing this to help out as many as I can, even if it brings people to other people's channel. I'm okay with that. It could be a documentary for me, and, you know, people to watch after my time, and I'm buried 6 feet under or whatever. That was a little bit too dark, huh? Let's go, boys. So yeah, so welcome to my channel. So as I was saying before the video shut off, I don't know why it shut off there, but welcome to our channel, and make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment and comment on someone else's comment and interact with people. It helps the channel. It also helps other people as well. So yeah, just share with other friends and family that you think this might be useful for. Not just this video, because this is the intro one. This is one I would refer everyone to watch while watching my other videos. So if they don't understand why I'm doing this or whatever, I can just refer them to this channel, right? This video. I can just send them the link. So Bravo's laying down all comfy. Just get some water. We are inside the toy hauler right now, and it is a mess with It's not a mess. It's just it's kind of the storage right now while I'm doing work to the other ones. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys later in the comments. And please interact. I want to get to know everyone, and maybe one day I'll do a live and everyone can talk and ask questions and such. So, all right, guys. Thank you for watching, and take care. All right.